All right, we got this red Buick in the booth. I believe the paint code is WA294. We're going to take a picture though, just to play it safe. The paint code is in the trunk, and these people have so much shit in their trunk, I'm not digging for it. All right, so we got an 87% match to that code, so we are good to go. I'm going to take the original. Two-step solution. We have our ground coat, which is an LO1 dark gray, and then our base coat. No mid coat on this. It is not a candy. Sealer. These are the products that I'm using for sealer. Base coat. We're going to sand this primer out to 400 grit sandpaper. It's good enough for sealer. All right, we got her all sanded to 400 here. Gonna get this all masked up, plastic, and we'll be right back with you guys. I got glass cleaner and a gray scuffy. Gonna clean it off with that before I bag. Hey, if you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you hit the like for me. Make sure you're turning them notifications on and subscribing so you don't miss my live streams. So we're just going to go around with this gray scuffy and the Windex, making sure we're breaking off any loose debris, fingerprints, all that type of jazz. Wipe it off real good, clean it up, and bag it. Like I said, guys, make sure you hit that like for me. A lot of work goes into making these videos, so it doesn't cost you guys a thing to hit that like, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, guys, we're ready to bag it. First, take this antenna off so it doesn't poke no holes in your bag. Because like I said before, any holes in that bag or in your tape, it is guaranteed the overspray is going to fill that hole right up. We are all bagged real tight, real ready for sealer, man. So my sealer is going to come into this back door a bit, right about here. So I'm going to turn my nozzle to the side so I can just up and down it. Make sure you keep the tabs close by. Button this sealer up right over the jam into the rear door is going to ensure that I have a true color match. I'm spraying the sealer out of the Kiwami 4 gun made by Iwata. Alright guys, the reason why I had the gun aimed like that, side to side, horizontal instead of vertical, was so I kept my overspray from traveling down the panel, giving me much more room for these blends. Alright, we're ready for our first coat of base. First thing I'm going to do though is tack these areas around the sealer to get any of that dust that may have landed from me sealing from the get-go. We don't want to start building up. That's how you get dry spray. I also have a little piece of dirt right here. I don't know, you guys will be able to see it on camera. Right up there. Try to pull it out with this tack rag. Yep, got it. Cool. So that piece of dirt is gone. If that didn't work with the tack rag, I'll just put a coat of base over top of it and then wait for that to dry and sand it out. I'm putting it on the same way I put that sealer on. So I'm going to put this first coat on real nice and wet. Alright guys, obviously this first pass is not going to look like the right color covering over that sealer. It's going to be much brighter. So just stick with me till the end and see the final product. Make sure you hit that like for me if you haven't done so already. Now we wait for that to dry. I'll turn my cap to the regular position. Next two coats will go like that. Alright, second coat.
I closed my needle a little bit when I turned my cap back around, and it's coming out a little drier than I like. So I'm gonna take this right back up and get it a little wetter. Working on my blend now, a little prematurely, letting it lay down, so my next coat, I'll have a pretty decent guideline to follow. There was a little burned edge over there that I took care of when I noticed it off camera.
Alright, we're gonna let that flash off and then I'll get back with you and we'll see how it looks. Probably gonna need one more coat now. We got a good blend. I had a little burn through right here that I recognized. We have a good blend. Still looks like I need another coat though. So I'm gonna put another coat over top of that and then we'll clear coat. Alright, clear coat that I'm gonna use for this job. Luma base. 4-to-1 clear. This is a high solids clear. Alright guys, this is your final opportunity to make sure that there's no dirt on there, no imperfections on that surface before you put clear coat down. So get your tack rag, make sure the panel is dry first, obviously. Give it that final tack. I wouldn't be putting too much pressure on there, you know, there shouldn't be that much dirt on the panel. Got a nice smooth finish here, so we're going to tack it off and then we're going to shoot it. I got the clear in my gun here, the Alana WS 400. That needle is all the way open, fan is all the way open as well, and then I'm going to set this pressure up. Usually I keep it below 20 pounds, around 20. We're right around 18 pounds. I'm gonna crank it up just a hair to get it around that 20. Okay, first coat is gonna go on dry. I'm just giving that second coat something to fill in and lay down on top of it. And give it something to grab onto so it doesn't run right off.
And alright, here we go into the clear. I'm not worried about my overlap. My distance from the panel is pretty far. It's probably greater than 12 inches. From this angle behind the gun, it looks like it's a lot closer than it is. But I'm probably 12 to 15 inches. I'm not worried about my overlap. It's probably about, I'd say 50%. We're just giving the second coat something to land down on. Stop it from running, fish eyes, all that. Gives it something to fill up.
Alright guys, this is your second coat, man. Take your time, wet it up, build it up, lay it down.
Now my overlap is going to be probably 80%, we'll say. I slowed down. I'm really letting that clear coat build up, fill up all of the texture from the first coat, and then it'll lay down evenly. I'm going to speed through the rest of this coat here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like for me. Don't forget to subscribe as well and turn them notifications on.
That's 2 coats of clear. We're going to check back on this thing in about 5 minutes or so. Once these 2 coats have combined and leveled out a little bit better. But that's all she wrote, man. Follow these steps and get these results. This video was helpful for you guys in achieving better paint jobs, man. Panelsnap for paint and Paint America great again. We're doing it one car at a time, guys. Like, subscribe, and turn them notifications on so you don't miss your opportunity to join me live in the booth. Daily paint content, live streams, videos, and shorts.